inspiration is very important. You can't create without it.
I just love meeting people, and it's such a cool avenue that I've been able to meet so many people and creators through my channel.
Hello and welcome to the Building Blocks podcast. I'm TTM.
And I'm Fedora, and we are just two guys who happen to love Minecraft and building, and we're excited to share our insights with you.
Oh yeah, we are. This is our very first episode. So welcome guys. It's so great to have you.
Oh, we're so excited. This is just an exciting time to be alive, to be honest.
Yeah, it is.
It really is.
It's an exciting time. So, I'm TTM. I love building. I love beetroots. I love Minecraft. I love this blocky game.
It's just a good game. And, I mean, we're going to get into it later, but we're both builders, mainly.
We are.
And I think we have a lot to share about what we've done, what we're gonna do, stuff like that happening. It's gonna be a great all-around Minecraft podcast for you to listen to for your enjoyment, of course.
Yes, we are very entertaining too.
Entertaining.
You'll figure that out. So we're gonna get right on into the show. And Fed, what have you been working on this week? Anything in particular?
Oh boy. You know what? Actually, over on the Igniter SMP, I've been doing some work. A little cyan townhouse that I've been doing, experimenting with colors. Yeah.
That's a scary subject, isn't it?
It is a scary subject.
That's a future episode idea right there.
Right there. I've learned recently never to build live on stream. You probably know that already.
Oh yes, we're professionals. We had to figure this out eventually, though.
Yeah. But yeah, that's in the works. What about you, TTM? What are you doing?
I've been doing a lot of practicing. Lots and lots of practicing because if you're listening to this podcast, you're probably aware of who B00 is. If you're not, B-Dubs is the best builder on the planet, hands down.
Easily. You're right.
No offense, Fed.
No, it's true.
He recently built a forest on Hermitcraft, and I thought I was decent at custom trees. I really did. And then I saw B-Dubs, and I don't know. B-Dubs is just a master, a legend. And so I've spent the week practicing custom trees. I haven't had a lot of time, so I thought I'd get in the creative test world and just kind of play around. So I think I've nailed down some shading techniques for leaves and stuff.
I'm not good at, that's one thing I need to, I'm not good at trees.
Oh, it's so
hard. Are you adding trees into a world in a video coming up? Is that the plan?
Eventually, yeah. I've started doing a few smaller custom trees. Spruce trees are the easiest for me. And so in my single player world, I have this little hamlet, I like to call it, called Sweetberry. And it's in a mega taiga. So I'm currently in the process of taking down all of the natural trees and replacing them with custom ones. But it is a process. That's kind of something I've been doing off camera, though, because it's not really... You can only build so many custom trees and make it interesting.
You're so right. Oh, that's gonna look so good. Oh man. Yeah. Okay. So that's what we've been up to. This week at least. Yeah. But some stuff's been happening, and in the actual Minecraft world, things have been happening. An update of sorts, some would say.
Oh yeah.
Do you have any news, TTM? Tell.
I do have news. As of right now, when we're recording, and when this podcast comes out, this might be old news.
It might be.
No one will be talking about this anymore, but who cares? The 1.21 update now has a name, the Tricky Trials update. What do you think of that name, Fed?
I'm going to be honest. Okay, I've heard a lot of people like this name, but it sounds like my 3-year-old nephew picked a couple words out of the dictionary and threw it in a name. I just feel like Minecraft could have done a little better. Right. I mean, what do you think? Do you like it?
I don't really care. It's a name.
It's a name.
It's a name.
It
has to have a name, but
yeah,
I have no feelings toward it. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I don't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't dump it. I wouldn't marry it, and I probably wouldn't date it either. But
yeah,
it's not terrible.
It seems like a very redstone heavy update. Is that true? Do you think so? Or maybe even combat heavy update? Is that?
We've got the what's it called? The trial chambers.
Yeah, trial chambers.
And then there's a few redstone mechanics with the copper lamp and all. But
yeah, and the crafter and the you know.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the crafter.
The crafter's pretty big.
See, we're builders. We don't think about this stuff. That's gonna be fun.
People will go crazy for it, I'm sure. Yeah.
But I do want to make a prediction right here on this first episode of the podcast.
Here we go.
I really think by the end of this month, we will have this update in its completed form. Normally, they'll wait until like the second week of June. Usually kind of somewhere between June 8th and the 12th, somewhere in there. But I really think we are in the final stages for this update because Mojang have said they're not adding anything else.
Oh, we've already seen everything.
We have seen everything for this update. I didn't
know that.
Unless they're lying to us.
True, they could be lying.
You'll have to stay tuned next episode. We're going to talk a little bit about the new blocks and what we think of them.
Oh, yes, we are. We are. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I think this is going to be a fun update. It's not my favorite. Still 1.14 for me was the best update.
Oh, that's literally mine too. Yep. 1.14 easily.
I mean, stripped wood. I don't know what I'd do without stripped wood and spruce trapdoors.
Oh, stripped wood. So good.
Yeah, so good. It's changed the building meta for sure. I mean,
easily.
I can't build anything without stripped wood.
Oh, it's in every one of my builds, for sure.
Every single one. Well, with that being said, if you have some fan mail you'd love to send in, we'd love to read it. And you can send that to thebuildingblockspod@gmail.com. That is thebuildingblockspod@gmail.com. And you might have a chance to get it read on the show. You know?
Could you imagine that? That would
it'll be
really
so
good.
fun. The day we get some fan mail that we can read on this show. So
my
send
heart
in your
will be
fan
full.
mail. If you just want to say hi, send it in. Send it in.
Please send it in. Yes, and also leave a review on Apple Podcasts and rate us on Spotify. That will give us a huge help as we're just starting out, and we're gonna march up to that #1 Minecraft podcast in the world spot for sure.
Definitely.
In due time. Yeah.
And if you think we're just doing a couple episodes, no. This is a show that will be sticking around for a very long time.
Oh yeah, you better believe it.
One day it might become me and Fed being two grumpy old men sitting on the front porch recording this podcast. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's my dream.
All right, well, we're going to do something a little bit different for this first episode for our main discussion today.
Yes.
Fed and I have written some questions that we're going to ask each other.
It's true.
Kind of like an interview. And we're going to ask them. Fed's going to ask me some questions first. And I'm going to ask him some questions. And then we'll see what happens, okay? I don't even know how many questions Fed has. Fed doesn't know how many questions I have. We are not good planners, are we, Fed?
No, we sort of just... Is this called improv? Do we just sort of, do whatever we feel, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to go first?
I get to start off.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. This is great because this is the episode where you get to hear why we do what we do as far as creation goes in Minecraft. So TTM, you know what the classic question is when they're starting out. Tell me how you got started with Minecraft content creation.
Okay, this is such a good question, and I knew you were going to ask it. So that means I'm prepared. Look at me being prepared, Fed. Aren't you proud of me?
I'm so proud. I'm so proud.
So I have always wanted to find a way to create. I love creating things, but it took me a very long time to find something I was actually good at. I kind of started with the drawing, and I think the first thing I really started to dive into was 2D animation.
Oh, 2D animation.
Exactly, yeah. I can do a little bit of that, but it's very difficult, time-consuming, and I didn't like it that much. But I've always loved Walt Disney. You will hear me talk about Disney on this show again. I promise you that. But I've always loved the process, watching how things are made. I love documentaries. That's my favorite thing to watch, besides sitcoms.
Okay.
And... I thought, okay, let me try 2D animation. So I tried it. I didn't like it. So I said, well, I kind of like the animating process. Let's try 3D animation. And I liked that. I was pretty good at it. I couldn't model. Terrible at modeling. Absolutely terrible at modeling. But with animating, I was pretty good at it. And But then I almost blew up my computer. So, that's where that ended.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't what you were expecting, was it, Fed?
That was such a curveball that you just threw. So did any of these get like published, or are these just sort of like private projects you sort of did?
Kind of just me messing around.
Okay.
Ultimately, I wanted to try and maybe make a short or something, but that never worked out.
Mm-hmm.
So then I tried filmmaking.
Ooh.
And I still do a little bit of that to this day. I don't publish it, but it's a fun little passion project of mine. Just little things.
Oh, that's so good. Okay. So you got into filmmaking.
I got into filmmaking. Really liked that. So focus on that. I liked the filmmaking part of everything I did.
Yeah.
And there was this thing. Just this little toy line that I happen to like. And you might have heard of it. I don't know, Fed. It starts with an L, ends with an O. Have you ever heard of something like that?
Could it be Lego? Could it be Lego?
No, it's Mega Bloks. No, I'm kidding. Lego. Yes, I love Lego. The aspect of getting my hands in there, creating something from basically nothing. Love it. Love it.
That's amazing.
And so I still love Lego. I have right now where I am recording, I have boxes of unopened Lego sets that are just waiting for me to build them.
It's amazing.
But there's a problem with Lego.
Let's hear.
There's this little thing called the dollar.
And
you only have so many of them.
That's such a good point.
Exactly. So
that's so true.
I would love to have so much Lego, I don't know what to do with it. I do not have money for that at all.
Lego gets expensive, doesn't it?
So I started searching, and I'm like, okay, I need something that's like Lego that I can make whatever I want and not have to pay for it. And that's when my older cousin was staying with us for a while.
Okay.
And he pulled out his laptop and started playing this game called Minecraft.
Ooh.
You might have heard of Minecraft, right, Fed?
I've heard of it a little bit, yeah.
Just a little bit. Okay. Totally not doing a podcast about it right now.
Right.
But I started to get into Minecraft. He kind of showed me what it was about. I kind of, was helping him, quote unquote, helping him build a house, that kind of thing. And I'm like, okay, this is cool. And I said, all right, come Christmas, I'm going to get Minecraft.
Oh, man.
So what do you do when you want to do something? You can't do it right away.
What do?
You go to YouTube.
Oh,
and I'm like,
yeah, you do.
Okay, by the time I get Minecraft, I want to know everything about Minecraft and how wrong I was. I mean, I wanted to know everything. I still don't know everything.
Yeah.
But I kind of searched up a video. How to build in Minecraft survival.
How to build in Minecraft survival.
And the first thing that came up was a video from Pixel Riffs, episode 1 of the Minecraft Survival Guide. And I binged that series so hard. I loved it. I took everything to heart. It was the only thing I watched for a very long time. This is kid me, so I had nothing else to do with my life. And I got Minecraft the day after Christmas. I started playing it, started loving it, only to realize later on, why can't I do the things this guy is doing? I learned that I had Bedrock, and Bedrock I played for a while. But I really started to love Minecraft, started to get better at building. I was not good at all.
Nobody is when they start out, I feel.
Exactly. But I learned how to do it. But I said, all right, I want to do what this guy does, Pixel Riffs.
Yeah.
I want to play Minecraft on YouTube. Then I started to find other creators I really liked because of Pixel Riffs. I'm like, okay, I can do this. And that's where the filmmaking aspect comes in. I'm like, okay, I can do this. This is like recording Minecraft. So the first Minecraft video I ever made, I never uploaded. And
you never uploaded it.
That is because I didn't know screen capturing software existed. I literally thought these guys had a camera up to their monitor. Right? Kid me. Oh man.
That is actually so funny.
You gotta start somewhere, right?
Yeah, you gotta start somewhere. That's really true.
Well, I started doing that. Realized screen capturing software exists, and that helped me a lot.
That does help.
You can find my first Minecraft video today. Prepare for a lot of... I mean, I didn't upload it right away. I uploaded it a long time afterwards because my parents did not want me doing YouTube when I was a kid, which, to be fair,
enough.
You know, I understand.
Yeah.
But I have uploaded that video. For some reason, I haven't made my first Let's Play series private yet. So to this day, you can go back and watch it and see how terrible I was.
I know what I'm doing after we're done recording. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Just be prepared for loud fan. It is the worst thing ever, but I can't private it. It's so good.
Oh, you got to keep it up. Yeah.
Exactly. I can't stand it when people private their first videos.
No, you can't do that. No
exactly.
way.
You've got to see where they came from. But yeah, that's how I started Minecraft YouTube.
That's how you got into it.
That's how I got into it. The whole story. That was a longer answer than you were expecting, I'm sure.
No, that's what I
had to give you the background.
Exactly. So you mentioned Pixel Riff, right?
Yeah.
Would you say he's the main person that inspired you to make content?
In the beginning, yeah. Pixel Riffs, I really loved. I started saying Zed because I didn't know that he was just saying the letter Z. Once again, kid me. You know, see, we're Americans. We speak normally. Everyone else is weird.
Yeah, everyone else is weird.
If you're right. If you aren't American and watching this, I apologize. Forgive me. I didn't mean it.
You just ruined like
I've got to stop offending people, Fed.
Yeah, you eliminated 3/4 of the entire world. That's great. Okay.
No, but Pixel Riffs definitely in the beginning, and Smallest Beans. I really loved Smallest Beans' sense of humor. It was his Minecraft Goals series that inspired my first Let's Play series.
Okay.
And I liked how he cut the video. It was well edited. Like, I am proud of my editing originally. Like, I didn't just record a video and upload the 1 hour long play session. Like, I edited it into like a 10-minute video.
Look at you. Even back then you did.
That's the filmmaking aspect coming in. But yeah, so he really inspired me. I always like his sense of humor. Still hilarious.
Oh, that is so good.
There you go. Yeah.
Those are the people. Yeah.
But now, like, I'm inspired by B-dubs, the way I make content. B-dubs and you, Fed. Like, I really like the way you make videos.
Oh my, don't flatter me.
Oh, and Lance. I don't know if you've heard of Lance, but he's a really good concrete creator. Concrete creator. He's an excellent guy, and I've done a couple things with him before, and we definitely have to have him on this show eventually.
Oh, for sure.
He's a cinematic genius.
Really? I can't wait to meet him. One of my favorite things about Minecraft is you can just do whatever you want. You know, it's the classic sandbox game, but you obviously got into building. Would you say that's probably your main thing, right? Building?
That is definitely my main thing. Although I call it creating art, but yes.
Yeah, creating art, right. Thing. Creating art. What do you enjoy most? Like, why building? You mentioned you have this background where you love to do filmmaking, and you did some drawing and 2D, 3D modeling and stuff like that. But what was it about building in Minecraft that was like, wow, this is fun. I want to keep doing this for, the rest of my YouTube career, at least. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I definitely love the aspect of survival Minecraft, especially. Like, I'll do some creative mode testing, like I just mentioned with the trees earlier. But I love being able to get in a fresh survival world, get all your diamond tools and stuff, and then be able to go gather your own blocks, then using those, see something be built. Like, you are building it, and you're starting from nothing.
Oh, yeah.
And then building something really cool. That's why I love building villages, towns, cities, that kind of thing. Because
that's so good.
You start with one building, and then you slowly see the whole place come alive. It's really fun.
You're so right. It is so fun. It's so fun. And if you look at the Minecraft YouTube community, you see like a lot of different types of builds. A lot of people group themselves up together. Like, a lot of people focus on medieval builds or, certain architectural style builds. What would you say what category do you say you fall into?
Definitely medieval fantasy.
Medieval fantasy.
I love Lord of the Rings, that kind of thing.
Oh,
I am currently building a world full of that kind of lore and world building elements that you normally wouldn't put in a Minecraft world, and it has really helped my building style a lot.
Oh, that's so fun.
It's really cool. I'll have to talk about that more on another episode sometime.
Oh, definitely. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, I'm going to keep asking you questions, TTM, because I haven't even heard the answers to these before, so I'm genuinely curious.
Oh, are people going to get some new information no one has gotten out of me before? I'm excited for this.
Absolutely.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Okay, we'll start off with an easy question. Well, maybe it's not an easy question. I think a lot of people who make content, especially Minecraft content, struggle with coming up with ideas. Do you have a certain approach when you come up with ideas for your Minecraft videos, or is it sort of just you just open the game and start recording and you start talking? Like what's your process?
Well, definitely it is not what you said. I do not get in the game and start talking. Okay. I would say at least 20% of my video making process is just coming up with a good idea.
Really?
Now, I have a whole book full of ideas practically. I keep a notebook of ideas so I can go back, just kind of randomly go to a page and figure out what I'm going to do that day. But I spend a lot of time brainstorming for ideas, and it comes from random places. That's the beauty about inspiration.
Oh, that is
just last night. I was sitting in my chair and I said ba-bam. And then I said ba-bam and I got an idea. That has never happened to me before. I was just sitting there, I said ba-bam, then I had a genius idea for my survival world, which I'm still working on it. It's a very
no spoilers,
early stage for the idea, but it'll be cool once I can get all of the story worked out. But that has never happened to me before, though. Normally, some of my best ideas come from the shower, I should say.
Okay, classic.
Shower
no,
thoughts.
That's classic.
That's normal.
Yeah,
or
that is
taking
normal.
a walk, that kind of thing. And then sometimes it comes from random places, like watching my favorite show. I mean, some of my favorite shows. I can't pick a favorite show. I love so many TV shows and sitcoms, but I mean, you can kind of get the idea. I was sitting there watching a great show, and then I came up with one of the best ideas I've ever had.
And we don't get to know what it is, or do we?
Oh yeah, you do. You witnessed it.
Oh, I witnessed it.
Can I say something?
Ready. Say it.
Might jog your memory.
Okay.
Could I interest you in some paper?
Okay.
One of the best ideas I've ever had came from just me sitting watching TV.
You're kidding me.
Oh yeah, that's where it came from.
It's one of my favorite moments. I mean, I didn't really know you very well back then, but easily.
I mean, we say that then, and that was just a couple months ago.
I think it was. And I'd never talked to you before then. And then once you put on that tie and that mustard colored shirt, I was like, this guy is a creative genius. He knows what he's doing. Oh, it just, so good. Thank you.
I mean, I wish I could say I know what I'm doing, but I have never once known what I'm doing. By the way, if you don't know what we're talking about, Fed has a Last Life series that I am a part of now. And you can go back to both of our YouTube channels and watch that. It is amazing. If you need a good laugh, definitely recommend. But finish this podcast first. Thank you.
Yeah, I gotta finish the podcast for sure.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna keep hammering you with questions. Tell me when you're done, TTM. If you want to stop answering, you just let me know. Okay.
Okay.
But I'm enjoying hearing your answers. This is fantastic.
All right. Keep going.
You have an audience, right? I would say you're one of the larger, less well known but larger Minecraft YouTubers.
Yeah.
And you obviously get engagement with your viewers. Now, how do you handle feedback that is maybe negative from your audience? Have you ever gotten negative comments on your videos?
I've gotten a few. Not many, what do you do I've been very blessed. Really? I have a great audience.
That's good.
That's really amazing. Nice. What do I do about it? I go in my room and cry for. No, I'm kidding. No, I respect the negative comments because you never know who they're coming from.
Okay.
You don't know a person's situation. So as much as it pains me for someone to come in and, basically hate what I'm doing, I'm not affected by it emotionally because I know that there is something deeper going on with that person when they comment something negative. There's something going on in their life. And so I'm glad they clicked on my video. I'm a happy person. I want to be a nice place where someone can come and hopefully be cheered up. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness. That is such a good answer. That's such a good outlook on life, to be honest.
I try.
Wow.
It's very difficult
really
at times, but yes.
Yeah, that is difficult. Okay, I'm not going to ask you what your favorite Minecraft build or anything is because, well, we might get into that in episodes in the future.
We might.
Stay
tuned.
Do you have any plans or, let's say, aspirations for your channel in the future?
I would love to. Maybe not full time. I'd love to do this full time, but I don't see that being super possible unless I.
Okay.
YouTube is mostly luck.
It's true.
That is what I have learned. You can be really good at videos. You can be really good at thumbnails, titles, whatever. Know everything there is to know. But ultimately, it's still a game of luck. It's a game of Yahtzee at the end of the day.
You're so right.
But I would love to at least do this part time. That would be awesome.
Yeah. I love that. I love that you're just doing what you love. And at the end of the day, I feel like if you're not doing what you love, then why are you doing it?
Exactly.
Some people make videos and they're not enjoying themselves, and it's like, and then they wonder why their videos aren't doing well. It's because you're not, you're not liking what you're doing. So just do what you love.
I was that once. Like,
really?
I got really big into the hardcore super pass editing, that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
I hated it, but I did it because I thought it was helping me get more views. But as soon as I stopped doing it, there's a video on my channel. If you haven't seen it, Fed, I recommend it. I said, it's just, I quit. I
watched that one.
How to fix Minecraft YouTube. Yes. And that was my moment. I'm like, I cannot keep up this hardcore thing. I am not creating what I enjoy. I have started creating what I enjoy. I have seen much better results from it.
Yeah.
So it really comes across in your videos if you are creating what you want to create.
Yeah, that's so true. I've seen a shift. I don't know if you've seen this, but I've seen a shift with I'd say at least the last 5 or 10 years. Maybe that's a stretch. Maybe the last 5 years. The really fast-paced, high, fast music editing style used to be really popular, but I think it's slowing down, and people just want to watch more relaxing content of people just playing Minecraft. Have you seen the same thing, or do you think it's just going to people are going to keep loving that kind of content?
I really have. Like, several people I've seen have really started doing that. They're taking off. It's a really good content style. Like Lance, I mentioned, he is very slow paced, very cinematic-y focused.
Yep.
Kind of like what we do.
Yeah,
and I really think that's what's happening now. People are starting to get tired of things that they cannot achieve. Literally, you have to have. This has to be your full-time job in order to build ginormous things once a month and get a video out like that. You can't achieve that. It would take like a year for me to do that. Right? I love the process. I love the slow, continuous grind. And I think a lot more people are realizing, hey, I don't like this fast pace anymore. I really want something that I can focus on. I can do myself. I want to be inspired and be able to do it. I want to do exactly what this guy's doing. So I really think we're headed in that direction.
I love that we're heading in that direction. Otherwise, I don't know if did you know Minecraft is the #2 most searched term on YouTube, like in the whole algorithm-based search thing? Minecraft is.
I did not know that.
#2.
Really?
That's insane. Yeah.
It is insane. Minecraft YouTube is like a thing of its own. Like, it could have its own platform and it would blow up.
Honestly. It's just insane. So I'm happy that we're hopefully making a little shift as far as videos go. Okay, I have one last question. It's a banger of a question. Are you ready?
Let me take a sip of my drink. I need to get prepared.
Prepare yourself.
Okay, I'm prepared.
Let me know when you're ready.
Question, Fed.
Okay. What advice would you give to aspiring Minecraft content creators? We all used to have, the 5 or the 10 subs or whatever. What advice would you give to those people who are just starting out on YouTube? And go.
Do not stop.
Oh,
I know it is so tempting to just give it all up, quit. Do not stop. If you continue to do what you love, you will eventually get recognized. You will get pointed out. Like, I was sitting in your footsteps once, okay? Like, I really know what it feels like to not see results, to not have the people commenting on your videos. It stinks. But you have to keep going because you will eventually make friends. Like me and Fed. Me and Fed are really good friends now.
Oh, yeah.
And you will make friends who make the journey worthwhile. And
absolutely,
it'll all be worth it. Just don't stop. And for another bit of practical advice, YouTube Shorts. You got to try it. You got to try it. I don't recommend it, but, you know, you can try it. I did try it. Sometimes I'll do it. I have found, though, you need to come up with your own original idea. Do not just take something from your existing video. It doesn't work as well.
That's the hard part, yeah.
That's the real YouTube advice. Then it's all about it's a brain game, though. You just have to keep yourself going. That's it.
I love that. That's all I got for you, TTM.
Okay.
Now you gotta rate me 1 out of 10 as an interviewer. Go ahead.
10. 10 out of 10.
10 out of
Maybe
10.
even 11 out of 10.
Oh my goodness.
I wish I had. I might have to steal some of your questions.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna start with when did you start YouTube? Like, why did you start YouTube, and when did you start YouTube?
Yeah. Okay, that's a great question, TTM. It was a cold winter night. The rain was raining. Let me say that much. No, I was actually home from college on a break. Actually, I just graduated college, and I didn't start graduate school for like 6 months. So I was like, I've been watching these creators, and this is so much fun to just watch them. I want to do this. And so I would say I'm relatively newer to making. I think I just passed 1.5 years on YouTube.
Well, congratulations. That's farther than most people make.
That's true.
I mean, I'm sitting here with 4 years almost.
Yeah, 4 years.
It'll be like 4 days until I hit 4 years when this podcast
4 years is
airs.
So much.
I know. Wow. I can't believe it. I really can't.
Wait, are we releasing this on the 4-year anniversary?
No.
Of your?
It'll be a few days later. But okay. I don't even remember exactly what day it is. I think maybe May 9th, somewhere in there.
Okay, yeah. So I was beginning of January last year is when I started. Oh. And I needed a creative outlet, to be honest. I needed a creative outlet. And I'd always played Minecraft. I'd never made content, but I loved playing the game and I loved making things. And I was like, you know what? Even if I didn't have high hopes to even get 15 subscribers, I was just like, making videos sounds like fun. Let me try it. And that's when I fell in love with it. And the rest is history. I'm here. I'm here.
Right, yeah. You went in with the right motive. You didn't come in to become famous. You didn't come in to become wealthy. You came in because you wanted to create. That's perfect. And, you know, at least you didn't go with the route of making 15 YouTube accounts and subscribing to yourself.
Oh.
Or did you?
Well, I didn't think of that. But
okay.
If I had...
See, I had 15 subscribers very early on, but were they real people? No.
Wait, you made 15 accounts.
I unsubscribed to myself now. I deleted those accounts, but
that's so
I did
funny.
Originally just to make myself look a little bit better. I think I had a bit of an ego, you know.
That's so good.
Right. Okay, next question. What was the first thing you did on YouTube? So what was your first series or the first style of video you made?
I started off with, you might not know what this is. Have you ever heard of Vault Hunters?
Oh, you play Vault Hunters?
Yeah,
oh! Yes, Vault Hunters is amazing. It is the best mod pack. Well,
Vault Hunters.
I can't say that because I feel like I don't think I did, but I feel like I should say Cobblemon is the best. You know, Cobblemon is the best. But okay. I have to say that.
You're gonna punch me for this, TTM.
Okay.
I've been watching your series on Cobblemon. Cobblemon. I've never watched Pokemon or played Pokemon in my life. Ever.
Oh, don't worry about it because I don't watch Pokemon at all.
Wait, really?
No, I don't watch Pokemon. I play Pokemon here and there, but
oh, okay.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry.
Okay.
I like the aspect of Pokemon, catching them all, you know. I prefer the trading cards over anything else.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
Vault Hunters. Love Vault Hunters.
Yes.
I started making a series off of it because it seemed like there weren't a lot of videos. You have the classic Iskow. You know, he's a creator, obviously. He makes videos. But, you know, when you search, at least back then, like a year ago, you searched Vault Hunters, there weren't a ton of Let's Plays. And so I was like, let's do this. It's going to blow up. I'm going to be famous immediately. You know, I didn't really think that. But, but no, it was actually really fun because I had gotten to a point where I'd played so many solo worlds by myself. I didn't want to start another solo world because it can get monotonous. At least it was at the time.
It can.
So I was like, this is great. I don't know anything about mods. Let's just do some Vault Hunters. And to be honest, it's still one of my favorite things I've done. I loved playing through that game. So good.
I tried a Vault Hunter series a couple times, actually.
Oh, really?
I did. And I got maybe 2 episodes in on both of them, and I'm like, I don't know. I love Vault Hunters very much, but it's easy to make content on, but at the same time, it's not. I prefer just sitting down and playing it casually.
True.
Very fun,
I agree. So
okay, well that's really cool to know. I'm gonna give you a really interesting question.
Oh, I expect nothing less. Okay.
So we both kind of build the same style, medieval fantasy. I'd call us.
I'd say so. Yeah.
We're both medieval fantasy people. But if you could never build in medieval fantasy style again, what style would you choose?
Oh, TTM, this question. Oh. Okay, I can tell you what I wouldn't do, and that's futuristic. Oh, yeah. I will never build futuristic style builds. Ever. They look cool, but I just couldn't do them.
It's something I'd love to try, but I don't think I would stick with it. Maybe just one, just for one build. See if I like it. I doubt I would. I can't stand it.
Yeah, true. Okay, maybe I shouldn't shake it till I try it, but boy.
I have never tried it, though.
Yeah, one of my friends, you probably know him, Painting Things, recently made this huge black hole and like all these spaceships, and they look so good, but I couldn't imagine placing 200,000 concrete blocks in a line for hours on end. That just sounds...
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
no. We'll have to get Painting Thing on at some point and ask him why.
Yeah, why? Just that's the only question. Why? Why have you done this?
I love that.
Can you give me some options? If it's not medieval fantasy,
there's tons of options. You've got a suburban, or you've got modern, but that's very close to futuristic.
Yeah, modern.
You have Victorian. Victorian's fun. I've done a little bit of that. You have
maybe. I could see myself doing is steampunk a style?
Yes, steampunk is a style. Very much so.
I've always wanted to make like a little town or a street, maybe just a street of like several steampunk, cyberpunk mixed sort of builds all in a row. I think that would look so cool.
That does sound fun. That sounds.
I think that's my answer. Yeah.
I'll answer this question too because I just want to. Yeah. It took me a while to think about this last night when I was writing these questions.
Oh yeah.
But I would definitely do cottagecore. Cottagecore is close to medieval fantasy, and I love leaves and flowers, and it really is vibrant, and I don't know. I like it.
I could see that. Well, you have this whole survival series right now where you're using elements of cottagecore. I would say, wouldn't you think? Yeah.
I have taken elements from basically every building style ever, and I'm trying to apply those to medieval fantasy.
Oh. And that's so good.
Like I said, I had a really cool idea last night. There's some stuff that I'm going to attempt in this world that is really cool, but I just have to get past the beginning stages. Right now, I'm working on a town. In my world, I want all the resources to have their own areas. So, for instance, sandstone will come from a town in a desert or something, you know. And currently, I'm working on one of the largest towns in the kingdom. I haven't even talked about this at all. This is some new information you're getting from this podcast episode.
Look at this.
I'm building a world full of interconnecting towns and villages, kingdoms, that kind of thing, and tons of lore. I don't go into the lore in videos. It's just determines how I build in each region.
Wow.
But what I'm currently working on right now is the capital of this kingdom. And this is where all the villager stuff is going to go. So librarians, farmer villagers. Okay. I just did farmer villagers. I'm going to do librarians very soon. And that kind of thing. So where it's all the villagers are in one area. I hate the idea of a mega trading hall.
Yeah, me too.
I don't like it. But
me too.
I want to have different buildings designated to specific villager types.
If you're going to do villagers, you got to do it that way, in my opinion. You just have to. I love that you're doing that. That's great.
I started talking about myself. We're supposed to be talking about you. All right, I'm going to get back to that. Where does your inspiration come from?
Ooh, great question. Great question. I wish I would have thought of this before. There is this little thing called Google Images, and a lot of my builds, I look at like the most Caribbean style, at least recently. I look at the most Caribbean style parts of the country, like, well, I can't think of any specific ones.
me neither. So, you know.
But you know, some places in this beautiful world have these really colorful buildings on what looks like overrun, or like grassy, earthy builds. You know what I mean? And
I know exactly what you mean.
I think my content made a shift when I started getting inspiration from stuff like that. And, I mean, that's not the only place. Obviously, I get inspiration from other creators, like B00, of course, is a huge one.
I mean, who doesn't? Who isn't inspired after watching a B-dubs video?
He's so good. And I wish I knew how his brain works sometimes.
Me too. If I could just operate on him. I don't know. I don't want to kill him, though.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see inside his brain.
See how those neurons are synapsing. But no, it's hard to become your own. Sometimes you look at a creator too much, and then you just sort of be a copycat of them. Right. And I think that's too far. I try not to do that. Maybe I do that a little bit, but you just got, especially on YouTube, you got to try to stand out. So I've been trying to do that with my builds. You know, make something no one's made before. Exactly. Make your own style of build. You know, stuff like you've done the same thing.
Oh yeah, but, I try to anyways. It's very difficult though when
it is hard.
There are so many amazing Minecraft builders on this planet.
Oh yeah, there are.
I think that's the beauty of inspiration though. Like it can come from literally everywhere. I was already talking about it, and it's impossible to create something without being inspired. It's not possible. Sure. You can't just wake up and suddenly have the idea, I want to be the best builder ever. No, you see someone else. That's where it comes from. Like Robin Williams, for instance. I believe Robin Williams, in my personal opinion, was one of the best comedians that ever lived.
Oh, I love Robin Williams, yeah.
Yet, he didn't wake up one day and say, I want to be the most hilarious man on the planet. No, he was inspired by Jonathan Winters. And because of that, he started getting into comedy. And, you know, inspiration is very important. You can't create without it.
You're so right. That's a beautiful saying, TTM. Wow. Put that on a t-shirt.
All right, I'm going to give you a Minecraft question.
A Minecraft question. Oh, okay.
What is your favorite combination of blocks?
Oh, it's so easy.
What's your go-to?
It's so easy. I'm obsessed with it right now. Let me lay it out for you right easily, just like this. Diorite, polished diorite, andesite, and smooth stone. Boom.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
beautiful.
So good. So good.
Yes.
I just love it. And actually recently, stripped mangrove wood, spruce, and oak all work really good together. Oh, I could talk about my favorite gradients all day long. But no, the diorite with the andesite and stone it's so good. Throw a little bit of light gray wool in there. Oh, boy. You could just make anything. Just get the shape right, and you can make anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's good. Actually, I'm curious. I need to hear your answer, TTM.
It changes all the time, but
does it change?
Right now, I am loving a combination of using mushroom block, the white ones, the white mushroom blocks in a wall.
That's a good one.
Then kind of adding in some details with diorite and white terracotta, and then a bamboo roof. Bamboo roof works so well with white mushroom stems and white terracotta.
Bamboo roof.
White and bamboo. So good. So good.
I've never tried that.
Put a little glow lichen in the mix.
Oh,
maybe some spruce wood. I don't know.
Oh.
That's a great starting point. Bamboo is so good. I didn't think it was good. When they announced it, I'm like, okay, this is cool. Another wood type. And I didn't mess with it for a long time.
Oh.
But then once I started playing around with it, I'm like, this is such a good block.
A good block.
It doesn't go with it. It's hard to texture with. So you have to do something small, and it needs to be the same block. It doesn't go well with something else. I tried adding in like some other yellow blocks, but it doesn't really work well. But it is really good for small builds.
Wow.
There's your TTM building tip.
You've inspired me, TTM. Look at that. Look at you go. Yep. You've inspired me. That's so good. Okay, I love it.
I'm gonna give you one last question.
Okay, the final countdown. Here we go.
I don't think I asked as many questions as you asked me. I wasn't as
That's
prepared
okay. I was just
as you.
very interested.
You're the professional today. Look at you being all professional. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna ask each other a lot more questions in the course of this podcast, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
This is a very simple question, but a very deep question, Fed.
Ooh. Okay,
why exactly do you do what you do? What keeps you creating? Why do you do what you do?
Oh, this is a hard question, TTM. It's hard because there's so many facets, I think, to this question. Number one, I would say now, who I am as a creator now is a lot different than when I first started, because I think when you first start, it's just like you're chasing the likes and the comments and the subscribers, and it gives you adrenaline, and then they keep on making more. But now I think I've made a little bit of a community, and I've met some really cool people and a lot of friends.
Am I a
like
cool
you?
Person?
Yeah,
I'm a cool. I've never been a cool kid before.
You're a cool kid.
Oh, look at me being all cool.
But I just love meeting people, and it's such a cool avenue that I've been able to meet so many people and creators through my channel that, like, that's what inspires me to keep going, because I don't know, you can build as much as you want, but at the end of the day, if you have a channel to impact people, to talk to people and interact with people, and like, man, once you get that community, it's just like, that's what inspires me to keep going. Because I mean, recently I've been on a live streaming kick.
I've so enjoyed your live streaming.
It's so much fun. I just got into it like a month ago, but you just get to talk to your friends for like however long you want.
Yeah,
and they just it's great. It's so great. But I'd say that's one of the biggest things. The other thing that inspires me is the urge to create something that hasn't been created before.
Ooh,
and
that's good stuff.
It's good stuff. And with the game where you could make millions and millions of combinations of colors, it's a great place to do it. So how's that for an answer, TTM?
Is
that a good answer?
Great answer. I know for me, what really keeps me going, I just want to inspire someone else. Like other people have inspired me so much. If I can inspire someone to cause them to create something or just have any impact on their life whatsoever, that's what keeps me going, because there are people like that have told me before, like, you are really good. You have kept me playing Minecraft.
Oh,
I've had a couple people message me like that and email me. That's
so good.
It's really fun.
I love that. Yeah. 10 out of 10 answer, TTM.
Well, Fed, I think this has been a great first episode.
I
think
it's been
first
really
episode
good.
to the Building Blocks podcast. Once again, if you have any fan mail you'd love to send in, please email us at thebuildingblockspod@gmail.com. Remember that.
Do it. Yeah. Leave us a review. Rate us. Do all the things.
It'll all the podcasty things. We definitely want to get this to as many people as possible so they can have fun with us too. Let us know what you think. This has been a really fun for us, hasn't it, Fed?
It's been so much fun.
I love this. I love this.
I love this. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for listening to us, and we will see you on the next podcast. Goodbye.
Bye.